up, Drifters? We're back with another video. Today, we're going to be doing our NFL 2023 predictions. I know it's kind of early, but I want to do this. And then we will react to it at the end of the season of 2023, the regular season. So we're going to start off with the NFC West. So the NFC West, they have the Rams, Saints, Cardinals, and San Francisco 49ers. Now, I think for fourth place for the NFC West, it's tough, but I gotta go with the Rams. The Rams have not been doing good since they came back. They were like horrible. I mean, they were the last seed in this one. Saints, I mean, they did pretty good. I mean, it's not. I'm so sorry. It's Seattle. Yeah. Okay, my bad. It's because Seattle has some potential, I feel like, in them. The Rams are just horrible. Now we're moving on to NFC South. I don't know the NFC South. I don't remember. They're at the top of my head. Atlanta. Oh, okay. Okay, so Atlanta Falcons, Saints. I think one of them is gonna have to be at the bottom, unless, like I said, they could do something in the offseason. I don't know. I think the Carolina Panthers have some potential, but I'm gonna go with the Falcons at the bottom. Next, NFC North. NFC North is, I'm pretty sure, the Vikings. Just to make sure. Yeah, okay, the Vikings. So I think at the bottom for there is this. This is going to be a shocker. It's the. I mean, that's not a shocker. It's the Bears. Because I mean, in the mock draft, they said they were trying to pick up an edge, and I don't think an edge will really help them. I know they lost Khalil Mack and stuff, but I don't think it'll help them. NFC East. Now I already know NFC is. It's my Giants. Now the Eagles. Now I think the Washington Commanders are gonna go last. I don't know if the Cowboys have potential in them to go down. I think the Giants are gonna really upgrade from this season, and they just did really good this season. So I think they will. Now we're gonna move on to the AFC. So West teams. Let's check out the AFC West. They got Denver. Oh, okay. Now I think potential that it's either going to be Denver or Los. I'm thinking it's going to be Denver. Even though they have Russell Wilson, I think the Raiders are going to get a new, different quarterback who's going to be good and throwing dimes to Devontae Adams. And I think they'll be solid. I don't know about the Los Angeles and Chiefs because we all know they won't do anything. Now we're going on to the South. South. We got the... Oh, okay. Here's where it starts to get tricky. I think the Colts are going to be last. Oh, oops. Okay, I don't think the Texans are going to go last because in the mock draft they said they were going to get a quarterback if that happens. Bryce Young. I think Bryce Young will put potential on this team and carry them to the playoffs. And they're going to get a wide receiver who probably will help them a lot because they really need a wide receiver because Brandon Cooks is leaving. That's why I think Colts is going to go there. Next, AFC North. We got Bengals. Okay, so the Bengals, Ravens, Browns, and Steelers, right? Yeah, okay. So I think the Browns are gonna go last. The Browns, they need to work on themselves. The Browns have good people, but they had a really tough. They have Joe Burrow, Lamar Jackson. Don't get me wrong, the Steelers are pretty trash, but they always get a winning record. So I think the Browns are gonna go last. AFC East. No, AFC East. I'm pretty sure is the Bills, Jets, the Patriots, and Dolphins. Now I think it's gonna be the Bills. I mean the Patriots. Even though the Jets finished last, I think the Jets are gonna really upgrade since they got both rookies of the year. So I think they're gonna do something really big in the draft. I don't know about the Patriots. Now we're moving back down. NFC West. Now I think who's gonna come in third place for the NFC West is. Hold on, let me remember. It was San Fran, Seattle, and Arizona. I think it's Arizona because like Arizona is just trash. Like, I don't see any potential in Arizona right now. And, yeah, but Rams are, We're bad. All right, now we're moving on. NFC South. This might come as a shocker, but I'm gonna put Tampa because what? They still got two decent wide receivers, but you're losing the GOAT Tom Brady. Who is their quarterback now? I don't even know. He's probably gonna be really bad for them, and I think he's gonna just bring them down. NFC North. I think it's gonna be the Green Bay Packers because I'm going on the same thing here from this year. Because I think the Lions have potential to make it to the playoffs this year. They were really good this season. They should have made it to the playoffs, but the Seattle one, so they weren't able to. Anyways, moving on. NFC East, I'm going with the Cowboys. Now, I know that I don't think the Cowboys are going to go down. I think they're going to have an actual really good record, like a 9-8 or nothing, or 10-7. But I think the Giants are going to go real up. The Eagles, I don't know what's gonna happen with them. They're reigning super champs. Unless I'm just dumb and they go the 4th seed, then they suck. But yeah. So I think the Cowboys are gonna go down just a little bit, but I think they're still gonna make it to the playoffs. But anyways, AFC West. Now I'm putting Raiders here. I don't know because I think if the Raiders do get a good quarterback, I think they have potential of going to the 2nd seed. But right now, I don't see them going anywhere. AFC South is coming as a surprise. Titans. I don't think the Titans are going to make it. I think the Houston Texans have potential, and that's why I'm putting them in the 2nd seed. Because the Houstons are getting Bryce Young, and if they do, they're just stacked. Bryce Young is really good. But anyways, let's move on. AFC North. I'm going to go with Ball. This is a really shocking thing, but I'm going with Baltimore. Why is it not there? I'm going with Baltimore. The thing is, if Baltimore lose Lamar, they're going to be really stinky. Because Tyler Huntley, he's a decent quarterback, but like I said, they're in a hard division. The Browns are still good. They got Nick Chubb, they got Denzel Ward, they got Nick Chubb, Amari Cooper. They got good people, Donovan People-Jones. They are in a really tough division, so that's why I think they're going to go 3rd if they lose Lamar. But they'll still have Mark Andrews, so that's why I'm putting them at 3rd and not last. Now, for the last one, AFC East, I am going with the New York. Wait, no. I'm going with the New York. No. I'm going with Dolphins. This is going to be a shocker. But I think the Dolphins aren't going to do anything. The reason I say that is because the Dolphins, they did good this season. But without Tua, they were good at the beginning. And then it just went downhill. I don't know what happened, but it went downhill coming on a 6 losing streak. Then winning a lucky game against the Jets. I think the Jets are going to improve really much this offseason. Anyways, we're going back to down. And here is where things are going to get tricky. I think Seattle's going to go in the 2nd seed. Why? Because Seattle is just really good in my opinion. They have DK Metcalf, Tyler Lockett. Geno Smith won't come back as the player of the year. That's going to be really good for him. And that will give him motivation to probably make it to the playoffs and maybe win the playoffs this time. Now, we're going to NFC South. I think the Saints. I think the Saints are going to go on top of Tampa. I'm saying this because Tampa is losing their number 1. We all saw Tampa this year. They went 8-9. And imagine without Tom Brady. Oh, they're going to be stinky. That's basically it. Now, we're going to the NFC North. I think it's with the Lions, baby, because the Lions were good this season. I think they're going to improve much on the offseason, hire a couple people, and then they'll make it to the playoffs this time. NFC East, I'm going to go with the New York Giants. The New York Giants are really good this season. They even won a playoff game. But the thing is, they still need improvement. And I think they're going to really improve since they have this new head coach, Brian Daboll. And if they sign Saquon Barkley and Daniel Jones, I think we're pretty good. So, yeah, that's why I'm putting them in the 2nd division. AFC West. I'm putting the Chargers. Because they're a good team, man. But they're not better than the Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes is just amazing. Nobody's gonna top him unless he has the worst year of his life. But like, I mean, the Chargers. Don't get me wrong. The Chargers are good. They're stacked. They got Justin Herbert, Keenan Allen, Mike Williams, Austin Eckler. The defense is a solid. They got Khalil Mack, Derwin James Jr. They got solid players. Now into the AFC South, Texans, baby. They gonna make the playoffs. They gonna win. They gonna win the Super. I'm not sure they're gonna win the Super Bowl, but I think the Texans are, in all seriousness, are gonna make the Super Bowl because they're getting, as I said, they're getting Bryce Young and then Quinn Johnson in the mock draft. That I'm not 100% sure if that's true, but that's what I think. Next, AFC North. I don't know. I might have to go with the I have to go with the Steelers, man. The Steelers have been having. I think the Steelers need improvement. The defense is pretty good. They got Cameron Hayward, T.J. Watt, Minka Fitzpatrick, Miles Jack. That defense is all solid, and you got a couple other good people. They just need to work on their offense with Kenny Pickett and their wide receivers George Pickens and Deontay Johnson. I think they can improve them on the offseason. So that's why I think they are going to go second. All right, next. AFC East, I'm going to go with the New York Jets. As I said before, the Jets got 2 offensive players of the year. The defense was a Sauce Gardner and Garrett Wilson, which offense. Which I think that's going to give them a lot of motivation. They're going to start picking up good people in the offseason and maybe in the draft. And I think they're going to do good this season, guys. That's just me, though. NFC West, San Fran. San Fran is stacked. You got George Kittle, Christian McCaffrey, Fred Warner, and then Brock Purdy was doing good like this season. So what are they gonna do with the quarterbacks? Like they still have Trey Lance, and what they got Nick Bosa, they got Jimmy Ward. Like come on, the San Fran is stacked. That's all I gotta say. Now Carolina. I am saying this because the Carolina Panthers. They are good. They just need potential. They have P.J. Walker. They just need to work on that quarterback. If they work on the quarterback position, they're good. Because their wide receivers are okay. The running back is horrible. The running back is okay. Like decent. He's decent. They can upgrade with that running back to a Kenneth Walker type. And you're good. But they need to work on a lot. I mean, they did have G.J. Moore, which is pretty good. Their defense is kind of solid. It's not bad, I'll tell you that right now. But, yeah, that's what I think. Now, Vikings. The reason I think Vikings is not just because of Justin Jefferson. But the defense for the Vikings is really good. They have Harrison Smith, Daniil Hunter, Dalvin Tomlinson, who was okay this season, but I think he's going to improve this season this much. Yeah. And, yeah, that's basically why I think the Vikings are going to go. But they got Justin Jefferson, and they also have Dalvin Cook. Yeah, and then they got T.J. Hawkinson, who's a beast tight end. It's bound to happen. And they got K.J. Osborne, who's another decent wide receiver. So, yeah. The NFC East. We're going with Philadelphia. Alright, you think I'm biased because they won the Super Bowl, but the Philadelphia Eagles have good people. Like, they got Darius Slay Jr., Fletcher Cox, Brandon Graham, who's the other player name? C.J. Gardner-Johnson, and Jalen Hurts, A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, Miles Sanders, Boston Scott. They are stacked. They really have to, it's going to be really hard to stop them. That's why I think the Eagles have potential, and they have a really good offensive lineman, in my opinion. They have Jason Kelce, Lane Johnson. They are really good. They are stacked. But, yeah, that's why I think the Eagles might go first seed, but they're going to get knocked out of the playoffs right away to the New York Giants. All right, Chargers, Chiefs. I don't have to say anything about that. This one, Jaguars. What we saw the Jaguars do this season was unbelievable. They were 4-7. They came back and they made it to the playoffs and they won against the Chargers. The Chargers are a good freaking team, bro. The Chargers are not bad. They are really good. That's why I think the Jaguars have potential of making it. This time they might even get to the AFC Championship. But the Jaguars just need to work on a couple of stuff. But that's what I think about the Jaguars and how they're going to make it the first. Bengals, bam. Because they got Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase. I think they're going to work on Jamar Chase. They could have gotten a little better record. Jamar Chase was out for 7 games or something. I think 5. I don't know. I forgot. But I think the Bengals have a lot of potential. And then, so yeah, I think the Bengals are gonna actually win the Super Bowl this season. Now, Bills. We gotta talk about the Bills. The Bills need work. Like, they need absolutely work on them. They need to work on the defense. The offense still needs a little struggles with the running back. Just maybe one more wide receiver because I got Stephon Diggs, Gabe Davis, and they're pretty good. Might have to work on that tight end because he's not the best. Dawson Knox, he's okay, but he's not the best. The Buffalo needs to work on the defense. So with the defensive end, even though they have a good defensive end, they really need to work on that because when they were facing against the Bengals, their defense was letting up a lot of points. The offense was trying, but the Bengals are really good, so they have to work on their defense this season so they can get better. And yeah, that's what I think about my 2023 predictions. Anyways, guys, if you enjoyed the video, drop a like, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you all in the next one, Drifters. Peace.